The voice on the other end of the phone said, "This is David Byrd. Do you remember me?" Of course, I remembered David Byrd. David had played a magnificent King Arthur in our high school production of Camelot when I worked as a high school theater teacher. His performance was so true, so powerful, that the audience was mesmerized by what he did. He said, "I want you to know that being part of Arthur's story saved my life." And then he told me his story. He said that his father had died when he was 8 months old, and he had grown up feeling lost, alone, confused about life. In addition, he had ADHD and dyslexia. So school was very, very difficult for him. When he was a junior in high school, he was routinely getting D's and F's and routinely being kicked out of school for insubordination. His guidance counselor had told him that, "Well, you better find something to do with your hands because you'll never graduate from high school." He said he didn't know whatever induced him to audition for Camelot. It was an all-school play. Anyone in the school could try out. He wasn't a theater student of mine. I did not know him at all. But he said there he was in the choir room singing "Touch Me, Babe" from The Doors and reading a part for King Arthur. Mr. Opperly, the choir director, turned to me after his audition and he said, "Well, I think we found our King Arthur if we could just teach him how to sing." But sing he did. He was truly magnificent. He said that the second night of performance, a miracle had happened. He was in a scene with one of the other characters in the show, and the student playing this character started on the 3rd page at the bottom out of 4 pages instead of the 1st page. David said that in his mind's eye, remember David was dyslexic, in his mind's eye, he saw all of those pages perfectly in sync, lined up, and he knew exactly what to do to get them back on track. In that moment, he said he knew he was going to make it in life. I left the school after that. I didn't know what happened to David, but he said, "I did graduate from high school. I graduated from college with a BA degree, then a master's, then a PhD in family counseling." He had had a rich, successful life. He said that he had recently gone on a business trip and he had gone to England and he had sought out the place where it is said that King Arthur was buried. There's a plaque there. He said he put his hand on the plaque and he said, "Thank you, Arthur. Thank you for your story." And I say to David, thank you, David. Thank you for your story.